Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about Vitor Roque because the reports came out a couple of days back that apparently Barcelona are looking to loan out the 19-year-old Brazilian this summer. If you guys watched my post-match review after the Valencia game, you know I said in that video that I was going to make an in-depth video talking about Roque this week because I think the way that Barcelona have handled his tenure at the club is disgusting. The way that they've handled Roque is embarrassing, man. As a fan of this club, I am ashamed. And you guys know, if you're OG Me Snowball viewers, you guys know I'm very passionate about the whole Roque situation. So again, this video I might rant a little bit more than I usually do, but I'm really passionate about this. And I cannot believe that we're talking about loaning out Roque this summer. You brought this kid in for 40 million from Brazil, which for Barcelona is a fuck ton of money. And you're loaning him out without even giving him a chance to prove himself. Not even a smidgen, not even a little bit of a chance. It looks like you brought him in with no plan whatsoever. And it looks like Xavi, the fucking manager, didn't even want him at the club in the first place. Because he's not old in Spanish. Xavi loves a good old Spanish player. That's what he likes, man. He wants to bring back Sergio Roberto. He wanted Marcos Alonso. He wanted Íñigo Martínez. He wanted Romeo. He wants Rodriguez from Betis. If you're over 30 in Spanish, you have a home at Barcelona because Xavi's going to love you. But if you're young and foreign, you're not going to fit in here because Xavi's not going to play you. Even if you show flashes that you're very promising, which pisses me off so much, man. It's disgusting. Like he's barely got acclimated to this team. He's been here for 5 months, and then you just want to ship him out once again. He should be with his teammates, the guys that he's gonna play for the foreseeable future. Oh yeah, it's about playing time. Why are we acting like Barcelona's striker spot is sealed for next season? Why are we acting like that? It's stupid. We don't, like, guys, we're not playing Prime R9 at striker. We're playing Robert Lewandowski. I know everybody wants to act like he was Prime R9, like he's suddenly Prime R9 once again because he scored that hat-trick against 10-men Valencia yesterday. But Lewandowski has been shit for the majority of the season. Like, who are we going to bring in as a backup next year? Who? We need a backup striker. Who? Mark Guiu? Who I think Roque's looked better than Guiu when he's played. Again, I love Mark Guiu and I think he's going to be very promising. I like his profile, but I think Roque's been better when he's played. He's shown more flashes to me. I like his profile more than Guiu's. But like, really, we're just going into next season with Lewandowski. Because why? Why has he earned that? I know people like, I saw a thing on Barca Reddit that apparently Lewandowski is the third highest rated player on football ratings this year for Barcelona. You don't actually watch the games. If you just go off like of apps, like if you just look at a football app and say, oh, this guy played well, you don't actually watch the games. That's no way to measure how good a player has been. And if you watch Barca this year and you think that Lewandowski has been good, I know you haven't watched this team play at all. Because there was a stretch for 3.5 months where Lewandowski was honestly unplayable. And not in a good sense, in the bad sense. And Roque still didn't get time to play. And the biggest games of the season, you know what Lewandowski did? He folded every single time. He cost us that game at time. He was a big part of why we lost against PSG in the second leg. I'm not saying it was all on him, obviously. The team just collapsed. But Lewandowski had a couple chances that he just missed point blank. And like, again, this is not about Lewandowski, but you guys know how I feel about Lewandowski. I don't know why we're acting like we have fucking Suarez in his prime striker, so Roque is obviously not going to get playing time. He should be playing now. Like, and if you want to loan him out after you give him these 5 games to play and prove himself and you still don't think he's good enough, then that's fine. But we're going to play Lewandowski throughout. Like, Xavi's going to start Lewandowski until the last game of the season. Doesn't matter if we're sealed into second place. It does not matter if we have anything to play for. He's going to play Lewandowski until the end of the season because Xavi loves Lewandowski. He loves him some Lewa. And Lewa came out and said he's not leaving next season. And I know if he stays and Xavi, and if Lewa stays, Xavi's going to play him next season as well. So we know that already. But why don't you give the kid the chance? I know Lewandowski wants to win the Pichichi. I give a fuck about the Pichichi. I know he probably cares about it. I give a fuck. As a Barca fan, God bless, man. I know you want to win your award. That's great. I want to see Vitor Roque play. Because the one time everybody's talking about how he sucks. No, he doesn't. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no clue what you're talking about. Honestly. Like, if you think Vitor Roque doesn't look good because you saw him play against Cadiz with that midfield, you have no clue what you're saying. Because that midfield was terrible. He had no service whatsoever. And the fact that we brought this kid in from Brazil when 19 years old, and we're loaning him out already is embarrassing, bro. And it looks like Laporta just signed him to compete with Endrick. Because obviously Real Madrid signed Endrick, a young Brazilian, we were like, oh, we got to sign Roque now because he's also young and Brazilian. We got to compete with the rivals. What are we talking about here? And the report, by the way, it's from Ferran Correas, who I don't know how reliable he is. Sorry, I had to burp. I don't know how reliable he is when it comes to Barca reporting. I don't know if he's tier 1, tier 2, tiramisu. I made that joke a couple of videos back and I really liked this, so I wanted to make it again. Again, I'm not sure how reliable he is, but this is the one thing that really caught my eye in this report. This is according to this is posted by Rashad Rahman, a Barca aggregator. He said Barca prefers to send Vitor Roque out on loan to a team that plays in La Liga so that the oh my god, am I fucking illiterate? What is wrong with me? I'm sorry, I'm really passionate right now, so it's like I'm seeing red. So that the adaptation is better. In this sense, Betis is a club that's shown interest in the player in the past. So you want to send him out to, you want to keep him in La Liga so he can adapt to a league, but you're a team that's in La Liga. Why can't he just adapt to La Liga in your fucking team? Keep him on the team. Again, what are we doing here? It's not like we have great striker depth this year. Like Arda Güler, right, for Real Madrid. He's barely gotten any playing time this season, right? But you know why he doesn't get playing time? Because his position is filled by some of the best in the world. Like Real Madrid's midfield is stacked. Who gets into that team? Luka Modric barely plays and he's still a great player. But this team, like, we don't have a good striker. Like, again, people want to act like Lewandowski's the second coming of Christ after scoring a hat-trick. I don't think so. And I want Lewandowski to leave next season. And I want his replacement is in-house. We don't have to look outside. He's in-house. He's Vitor Roque, whatever. Fuck. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, by the way. He's in-house. Why are we looking to loan him out? He just got to a new league. He's barely gotten acclimated to Barcelona. We're just going to ship him out once again. And like that's going to stunt his growth, in my opinion. It's not like Ansu Fati, who spent 2 years at Barca and then we loaned him out. Roque's been here for 5 months and he's played what? Every time he comes off the bench, he doesn't get any actual time. He comes out on the 85th minute. Xavi doesn't play him. I don't know why he doesn't play him. It's so odd to me, man. It's honestly so strange that we don't play Roque at all. Because we have this fucking striker at Lewandowski at number 9 who refuses to come off the pitch, who Xavi refuses to take off for no reason. And I don't think any Barcelona will tell you, oh yeah, I'm confident with Lewo coming into next season. Nobody will tell you that. No matter if you love him or hate him. Because like I said, he hasn't, like for the majority of the season, he hasn't been good. He wasn't good. Football ratings or not, I don't care. I watched the games. He has not been productive. In that game yesterday against Valencia, there was so much space to be exploited in behind. And if Roque comes in, he could do that. He could do that so much better than Lewandowski. It just pisses me off, bro. It really makes me so mad because, like I said, it feels like we had no plan for this kid to start with. And that makes you question the sport and the decisions that they're making. It makes you question the manager and why he refuses to play this young kid and why he refuses to give him minutes. Because Xavi, we've seen, he's not afraid to play young players. He's played Marguiu. He's played Pau Cubarsí. He's played, obviously, Lamine Yamal. There are two starters for us. He's obviously played Fermin Lopez. He's played Gavi, who's obviously cemented on the first team. But even before, like, he was playing Gavi when he was like 18 or 17. So why not Roque? Is it something in training? I don't think it could be because, again, like, what is he doing so bad in training that he can't even get a sniff off the pitch? He doesn't even sniff the pitch, but he didn't warm up yesterday against Valencia. He didn't warm up. And that game was tight for what, like 70 minutes? We got those 2 goals later from Lewandowski, of course. But that game was tight for the majority of it. And like I said, they were down to 10 men. There was so much space to be exploited in behind that you can't exploit that space with a target man and Lewandowski. You need someone to actually make those runs behind who has a little bit different, like a profile that's different, who's more elusive, who's faster, of course. And Roque has all that. He has a great shot on him. He has very good positioning. He can make those runs. He has a good instinct. I see it, bro. I see it when I watch him play. But again, maybe it's just me. I don't know how you guys, how Barca fans feel about this, but this is the worst thing you could do for Roque. The worst thing you could do for Roque is loan him out. It's going to stunt his growth massively. And I think that he needs to be in Barcelona. He needs to get acclimated to his teammates. And he needs to get acclimated to playing the Barca way. You know, whatever they like to call that. Whatever that is nowadays. Because he's going to be the future for us. No one knows he's not the future, man. He's just not the future. And this is the type of shit that makes you question why Xavi's still going to be the coach. Because I know that Xavi is part of the reason why. Like, I know that Xavi's signing off on this when he shouldn't be. And you know why I know that Xavi's signing off on it? Because he shows me by his actions. He shows me that he doesn't play Roque, so he thinks he should go out on loan. It's ridiculous, man. It's honestly ridiculous and it's embarrassing. And I hope that it doesn't happen. I really hope that Roque stays in this team next year. And if he goes out on loan, it's going to be such... This situation would be mishandled so badly, man. It would be crazy. You guys can let me know what you think. I mean, we saw Ansu Fati went on loan and it went as bad as it could be. Abde went on loan. How did that go? It didn't really go great. So it looks like when Barca send youngsters out on loan, they don't come back the same. And the worst part is we haven't even given this kid a chance. That's the most maddening thing. If you played him, if you actually gave him decent minutes and he showed you that he's not good enough yet, I understand sending him out on loan. But still, I wouldn't even really get it because the striker depth is just not there. Who's going to be our backup striker next season? We're going into next season with what? 36-year-old or 35-year-old Lewandowski, sorry, no disrespect, but Lewandowski, I just think the Disney thing is funny. Lewandowski and who? Marguiu. That's our striker depth, and Ferran Torres. And you're going to bring back Joao Felix, but you're not going to keep Roque? Really? You're going to bring back Joao Felix. You're going to pay for Joao Felix to bring him back on loan from Atletico Madrid, or maybe sign him permanently. I don't know yet. But you're not going to keep Roque. What type of thinking is that? It makes no sense to me. So again, it seems like to me that Barca had no plan for this kid from the start. And it pisses me off. Because he deserves better. And I hope that, like, it's just in games like this, like the last few games of the season, again, people are talking about we need to finish second to qualify for the Super Cup. That's great and all. I understand that. Barca, in my opinion, are going to finish second. And I don't think that, Lewandowski's not going to carry us to second place. I know yesterday he scored 3 goals, and he won us the game against Valencia, blah, 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 blah. That's like an outlier. That's Lewandowski's first great game in maybe a year, honestly. Honestly. He was good against PSG in the first leg, but he didn't score. It was mostly his hold-up play that was really good in the way that he was finding his teammates. But again, when it comes to goal scoring, when was the last time Lewandowski scored a hat-trick for Barca? I don't think he scored one this season. Definitely not. So again, for us to sit here and act like we have our striker for the future and Lewandowski and we can just send Roque out because he's got it covered is naive to me. It's naive to me. And if you think that way, you clearly have not watched Barca this year because Lewandowski has been a lot of things, but consistent has not been one of them. And I think that Roque, whenever he's come off the bench, he's shown promises. And again, people are going to point to the Cadiz game. Go back and look at that midfield. Go back and look at that game. And go look at the service he was getting. Just not good enough. No striker is going to succeed with that. Put him behind an actual decent midfield. Put some good teammates around him. And you're going to see that this kid you're going to see the potential this kid has. But it seems like, like I said, we had no plan for him to start. So I'm really upset about this. And I think that if Barca do, like I said, if Barcelona out, it's going to be a big mistake. And I hope that Joan Laporta and Xavi reconsider it and they actually give this kid some playing time next season because I would love for Barca to go into next season with Roque as our bona fide striker. As our number 9. And Lewandowski can ride on the bench. So he doesn't have to leave, but he can be on the bench. He can be a backup striker. And if he doesn't like that, then he can leave. Because, like I said, Roque is the future. And Lewandowski's not. He's going to be here for 1 more year, maybe 2 more years. Oh my God, if it's 2 more years, I don't know what I'm going to do. Lewandowski's going to be here for a while, for maybe a year or 2 more. But after that, he's going to be gone. And Barca's still going to be a club, and we're still going to want to contend for trophies. And you're going to be really grateful if you actually play this kid and then he comes through in a couple of years and you see, that's why we played him. Because then in a year and a half when he comes through, he scores a big goal in the Champions League. You're like, you see what? That's why. Because we played him to start his career. We instilled that confidence from him in the beginning that we actually wanted him here. What is this signal to any other youngster that wants to come to Barcelona? What is this signal to them? Not just about Roque, but what signal does this send out to any other promising youngster, any other league around the world, that they look at Roque and say, well, this kid got brought in January, he barely got any playing time, and now he's going to get loaned out. So why should I consider going to Barcelona? Why? If I'm just gonna get loaned out and not get any playing time, I get a chance to prove myself and then get loaned out for what? What's the point of that? I might as well just stay in Brazil and stay here for a year or 2 more and then go to like a Brighton or something and actually get playing time and then move to a bigger club. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Again, I'm really upset about it, and I think it just sends out it doesn't send the right message out to incoming prospects that maybe are thinking about coming to Barcelona to really cement them, to really begin to try and cement their football legacy. And it's just upsetting to me. But again, you guys can let me know what you guys think in the comment. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I love every single one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.